Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I've got kind of a special project to show you guys. For those of you who don't know, this is the third part in a series of restoration videos on my Champion automatic 501 washing machine from the 1960s. And since the last part I've been pretty busy. I went ahead and touched up some of the parts after I power washed. Down here. Can't really see it that clearly because I've got kind of bad lighting at the moment, but you can see I've got it looking much shinier now than it was before. Looking inside as well. It's looking much better. This is inside of the tub here. Don't worry about that, that's just the gasket, it goes around the edges. But I got all the oil out of the tub. It's looking nice and shiny now. And yeah, the transmission, I haven't worked on that yet. I also have all the small parts on the table cleaned, as you can see. So yeah, everything looks really nice. What am I tackling today? Well, give me 1 second. I've got some Rust-Oleum Appliance epoxy, and I'm going to be painting some of my cabinet pieces. I think you guys might have seen it. I've already done one piece so far. Other than the fact that it feels kind of rough when I run my hand over it, and also it does look, you can see kind of the patchiness of it from certain angles. But other than that, I can't really complain with how this turned out. This is the first time I'm spray painting my appliances, so yeah, this is all pretty new to me. But yeah, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to use the appliance epoxy to recoat the cabinet pieces and the base plate with a fresh coat of paint so that we can get them looking brand new again. Here we are outside with the base plate, and as you can see, I've already sanded the surface down with my sandpaper. And I had previously already put on a coat of paint, but I ran out, so I had to go get some more. But I'm ready to continue. Here's what the instructions at the back say. It says to shake the can vigorously for 1 minute after mixing ball begins to rattle. And as far as dry and recoat times, you may recoat within 1/2 hour or after 1 week. So, let's shake the can for 1 minute. I finished putting on all the coats of paint. Now we just gotta wait 2 to 4 hours so that it's dry to the touch, and it fully dries in 24 hours. While I wait for that to dry, I'm gonna do the back plate. very pleased with how this turned out compared to the other piece, which I put away. When I put my hand over it, it's nice and smooth. And as you can see, it's got a nice shine to it. Apart from the area where all of the rust was, this is sort of permanent damage that was done, but I scraped away at it as best as I could. And the paint, the paint did a pretty good job getting over it. The only way you can notice it is if you put a reflection to it, you can see it there. Otherwise, this piece is really, really good. This as well. I didn't want to get rid of the paper on the back here because this is sort of special. So what I did was, you've probably seen it in the video, I taped over it. Then I applied my coat of paint. And it's a little dusty, but as you can see, you find the reflection. There it is. Turned out pretty well. You can actually really see it there. And yeah, we just gotta do the other pieces now. I finished sanding the cabinet down. You can see that most of the rust stains are gone. You can still see the scratches though, so. Also on the inside, it's a lot smoother, which is good. So the plan now is I've got a worksheet over the area so that I can start spray painting the cabinet. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that now, so enjoy! Well, a few days later, and here we are. I've painted every single piece of my machine. This is what the cabinet looks like. And this is what the top looks like. This is what the lid looks like. I didn't do this side, but it doesn't really matter to me. I reattached the ring around the top. I also temporarily put the black thing back on the top as well. This is the base. I got the water valve is also sort of cleaner again. If you come back around here, this is the pump shield. Looks pretty good. And then this is the back. Well, it's half of the back, and then the actual back is there. And that's it. That's everything that needed to be painted. And I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out. If you're trying to paint your appliance at home, or if you're thinking about painting it, I can tell you what I observed while I was painting my machine. Overspray is indeed something that you have to be careful with. You know, when you're spraying your cabinet pieces or whatever you're spraying, you have to be careful that the overspray doesn't get onto anything valuable. You also have to be careful with bugs. You don't want them to land on the paintwork while it's drying, otherwise they could get stuck there, and you know, it's just not good to have a spot there or anything like that. Also, if you go to repaint a spot 30 minutes after you've put on an initial coat, you're probably best off waiting a week, because if you try to do that, then you'll end up getting a sort of spider web effect. And yeah, that's not nice to have that, so better to just wait a week for that. But as long as you ensure that the surface is clean and you spray evenly over the surface, I think that you'll be pretty good, and that you'll enjoy your painting experience like I have. And now I can look forward to having a nice shiny machine to do my laundry in if I ever get this working again. So yep, that's going to conclude the painting process. Before I conclude the actual video, I will show my transmission, which I finished just yesterday. You can see that all the gears are nice and clean, and that the actual transmission housing has been perfectly cleaned. And I can show you guys how it works. This is about how fast it goes. Something around that. And then this is the shaft. I have yet to sand it, so this goes in here, and just imagine this staying like perfectly centered, what it would do. So it does something like, let's see if I can do it. Something like that. Yeah. I think that's as good as it's ever going to get. But yeah, that's that. I'll bottle it back to the tub in a couple of days. I need to get some oil and some oil seals, because that was one of the things with this machine when I first got it. It had an oil leak. I don't know where it came from, but somewhere there was oil leaking, and I have to make sure that this thing is sealed up and ready to go so that it doesn't leak again. Okay, that really is the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye.